want to talk. I want to talk a little bit about the name, because you are obviously not Adam,
I am obviously
and
not Adam. I've never
you
been
use a
Adam.
you use a term that is traditionally seen in the southern United States
Yep.
for laundromats. Where did this come from?
Okay, so Adam's Washateria, it's named after my friend Adam who had ALS. He was diagnosed with it in the military. You are apparently twice as likely, or actually more than twice as likely, to develop ALS while in the military. They have no idea why. So he was honorably discharged, medically discharged from the military with ALS. The doctors gave him 3 to 5 years or 5 to 8 years, depending on which one you talk to. He lived for 15 and a half. He was a full quadriplegic by the time he died. And I went to high school with him, so he's not that old. He was not that old. And I would go out and visit him at the VA home that he lived. So again, not that old, and lived with a bunch of old veterans in this VA home. And he managed to really retain his dignity and his grace and his humor, even to the last minute. And in those visits, he would ask me about me because his world was so tiny. Living in the VA home, he couldn't leave. And so I would talk about things, and I told him all about, I'd like to open this laundromat, and oh my gosh, it's much harder than I thought it would be, and how am I ever going to find a space, and oh my gosh, it's a lot of money, and all the fears. And he was kind of my therapist for the 4 years that I visited him before he died. And he told me he was leaving me a little something in his will, which a little something was a lot more than I expected. And so with the idea that I opened the laundromat with it, like that was like in the trust or the will, that this is for Catherine for all of her time, and also so she could go do this, because he knew I had this dream about connecting with community and all this stuff. And so it's named after him, partially to honor him, but also because I wanted to bring in that grace and that dignity. And I mean, this man couldn't feed himself, and the humor, and just all of that. I wanted to bring Adam into the laundromat. And then it's called a washateria, which often people mispronounce as washat. I can't even say it the wrong way anymore.
It's pretty easy to say the wrong way, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. But it's a washateria. That's how I pronounce it. Rhymes with cafeteria. And it's a washateria because it's like a laundromat, but a whole lot better and way more fun. So when I say laundromat to my friends, some of them have these great memories of a laundromat, and others have like, ugh, memories. And I just wanted around here for them to have a different idea of what it might be like, so that they don't walk in having a pre-planned, this is what it's going to be like, which is part of why I have a disco ball. It's part of why I have neon on the walls. It's part of why I have more space than I necessarily need for folding. Because again, I want them to have a different experience than they expect necessarily, but in all the best ways. So that's why it's Adam's Washateria.
What a great story. I mean, what a great story. I think I know the answer to this next question based on just what you just told me, but given everything that's happened, would you do it again?
Yes, I would do some things differently, but I would 100% do it again. 100% do it again. Like, it is not for the faint of heart, and it is worth the effort.
Man, that is simply stated and sagely given. That is for sure. Well, on that note, I do have one last question. And it's one I like to ask a lot of people. What is one thing that we can all be doing today that's going to make us better tomorrow?
In general, or in the
Yeah, in
laundromat?
general. It can be anything. It can be anything. Whatever's on your mind at the time.
I think the thing that I really try and focus on is, fortune favors the bold. Be afraid and do it anyway. The best things come at the other side of hard. So choose your hard, because the reality is everything in life is hard at some level, right? Whether it's hard because you only work one job and that's not enough money to actually handle all your bills, or it's two jobs and it's hard because it's two jobs, but that pays all your bills. Like, which hard do you want to choose? it's sometimes hard to have a real job where somebody else gets to decide if you're on vacation or not. And also, it can be hard when you don't ever take a vacation because you work all the time. Like, choose your hard. And the best things do come on the other side of really a well-chosen hard.